Why is he number one on your priority list? If you want to seem crazy, please continue. I'm even less interested. Goodbye. It's not a second thought. Embarrassing. Do you genuinely think that you're worth scraps of someone's attention? Come on, girl. Let's get it together. Don't you dare cancel those plans, okay? No. That is ugly behavior. That is embarrassing for your soul. Please stop doing that. Does that make sense? I hope so. What's up, girlies? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today, and I hope it gets even better from watching this video. Today, we're talking about 12 habits that will instantly make you super irresistible, attractive, magnetic, just like that one woman that you can't look away from in like the best way possible. These tips are more meant for like early stages of dating, when you're first getting to know someone. Some of these though can be applied to any stage of a relationship or even any area of your life. And before you comment, I don't want to play games, I just want to be myself. I don't think this is playing games. Maybe you and I have a different definition of what that means. But this is just us presenting you in the best way possible. And not only will this make you appear more attractive to other people, it will also make you feel better because you will be showing up as the best version of yourself, as the most confident version that respects your own time and energy and worth. And that feels good. It makes you feel confident. It makes you feel powerful. It's a great, great thing. And also, if you want a healthy, happy relationship, then you've probably got to put in some work to get there. Like, it's the same as anything else. Would you ever say that to someone that's trying to better their business? Like, oh, girl, don't play games. Just be yourself. Keep doing what you've been doing, even though it's not working. That's, sorry, but delusional. Obviously, you can take these tips or leave them. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but I do know that this advice works. You might as well try them out. You've got nothing to lose. By the way, I look like a wet rat. I hope this is giving like I've been in Denmark for a long time. It really is like I haven't washed my hair and I swear it looks better from afar. Okay, let's just all ignore it. The last thing I wanted to get off my chest before we get started is that over 70% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed, and that is simply illegal. So if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. It's free. It's really easy. It takes you a second and you're really helping me out. So I would very, very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. You can also check out my social media while you're at it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, let's get started. Alrighty, girly pop. Habit number 1. When you're getting to know someone, when you're in the early stages of dating, of a relationship, be stingy with your time. We're not playing hard to get, we are hard to get. And if you feel like you need to pretend, then actually fill your schedule. Like, schedule things with your friends, sign up to classes, sign up to a new gym, I don't know, book events. Just fill up your time. If you're someone where like you're starting to date someone, you get super excited and then you all of a sudden have all the time in the world and you don't even make other plans because you're just waiting around hoping they will invite you out on a date, that ends today. Fill up your schedule, whether it's crocheting with your grandma, it doesn't matter. Just fill up your schedule so that you don't have a choice. And then don't you dare cancel those plans because this man messages you, okay? No. That is embarrassing for your soul. Please stop doing that. If you are stingy with your time, it signals that you have a rich, fulfilling life already without him, and that is very attractive. And also, think about it, like I know I have a friend who's very busy all the time and genuinely busy. Like, she's got a full, rich life. And because of that, she has to be very organized with her time. So we have to schedule things a bit in advance, not last minute. And it actually makes me respect her way more. And when we do see each other, it's like a treat for me. I'm like, oh, she has time for me. I'm so excited to see her. We haven't hung out. I want to catch up. Like it's like a fun treat for me. And that's how you want this Joe, random guy that you've just met to feel. Not like at a drop of a hat, you're there. I've got nothing else to do. Here I am. You can do whatever you want. I'm always going to be here. That is ugly behavior. Obviously, when you continue getting to know each other and they become more important to you and a bigger priority because you know them better, they've shown up for you many times, you like what you see, then you can give them more access to your time because they've gone up in rank of your priorities list. And I think that's how it should be. Like, that is natural, normal, healthy behavior. So if you've just met this random Joe, you've been on 2 dates with him, why are you giving him so much of your time? Why are you available for him all the time? Why is he number 1 on your priority list? Like, that is insane. And when you think of like the people you've dated, a lot of the time you're like, what was wrong with me? What did I see in this guy? So just think of that a little bit. You know, let's hope he surprises you and he's different. Because there are a lot of great men out there, okay? But he needs to prove that to you. And then he can climb up in rank, okay? Habit number 2, people who are not into you, people who reject you, are not available to you, are with someone else, don't see your worth, keep you around just because they've got nothing better going on, not because they actually love you and care for you. You are no longer attracted to those people. So step number 1, stop lying to yourself that they do actually care, because you know when that's not the case. You can stop watching those videos of signs he's not interested. You already know. The fact that you're Googling that probably means that he isn't genuinely interested in the way that you want him to be. So let's stop lying to ourselves and see the truth and the reality, and stop being delusional when we don't have to be and when it's not good for us to be. And step number 2, you're going to decide that those people are no longer interesting to you. They're no longer attractive to you. They are off limits completely. And this is a decision. And I know this because I've been there. I had to make that decision. And it was hard at first to honor that decision that I've made. But with a little bit of practice, you're off to the races, okay? You just need to decide. If he's not interested, I'm even less interested. Goodbye. It's not a second thought. Why are you trying to convince this man to love you? You're never going to be able to convince him. And if you do, you're going to have to keep convincing him. And that will be a very unsatisfying, emotionally draining relationship. And if this is not clicking, I have a whole video about it that I'll link right here and down below, and you can watch it after. It's all about this. If this rings some bells and you need a bit more info to switch this in your mind, check that video out. Because do you genuinely think that you're worth scraps of someone's attention and you can just be discarded like that at a drop of a hat? Come on, girl, let's get it together. Habit number 3 is called business as usual. Someone breaks your heart, someone does something you don't like, you break up with someone, whatever the case is. Why are you making embarrassing posts on social media? Can we please stop with this cryptic stories, these sad songs that you're posting, these sad quotes that you're posting? It is honestly embarrassing. Or even thirst traps. Like, you don't look intriguing, you look desperate and needy. And that is not attractive at all. It is embarrassing. Doesn't matter how many followers you have, your social media is still a public persona of yours. It is your reputation. Why do you want to signal that to other people? Trust me, it is so much more appealing, intriguing, attractive if you continue on business as usual and never mention it, never post any sad, embarrassing quotes. No, you can do that with your friends. You can tell them, you can rant about it all day long. Keep it off social media. It is so unattractive. And just think about it when someone else does that, or if your ex would do that, you would be like, this is so embarrassing for you. Like, stop doing that. But if he did just continue on living his best life and posting that, just business as usual, you would probably be a little intrigued. You would be like, why are you so happy? And don't overdo it. Like, don't pretend you're the happiest you've ever been. Just like, keep that part offline, okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. Habit number 4 does not apply to when you've already committed to someone and you love each other and you trust each other and you have that deep connection. It's more at the beginning stages of dating when you're getting to know someone. If they hurt you, if they disrespect you, why, for the love of God, are you sending them a 10-page essay about what they've done? You've been on 2 dates with the guy. Like, it doesn't make you seem self-aware and strong and you have self-esteem and boundaries. It makes you appear crazy. Just imagine the opposite. You cancel a date because you just did. Okay, you don't know the guy, you haven't committed to each other, you've met him once. Let's calm down. Imagine if he sent you like a whole essay through a text message of how you've disrespected your time and blah, 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 and how that's disrespectful to him and he deserves better. You would think he is clinically insane. So why are you doing this? If you want to seem crazy, please continue. But it is so unattractive. I can't stress this enough. Like, if you take anything from this video, take this, please. Let's do a quick little scenario so you and I are on the same page and you know what you can do instead. So let's say Chad and you make plans on Thursday, but they're very rough plans. You know, he's texted you, he wants to hang out on Thursday, but he hasn't like made any specific plans like time or place or anything. But you agreed to Thursday. So obviously in that scenario, you would expect him to maybe like a day before or even a bit sooner ask you like, are you free at 7? I thought we should go here, blah, blah, blah. You know, common sense. Okay, he doesn't do that. And then at like 7 p.m. on Thursday, he texts you to say like, hey, do you want to come over at 10? And you're like, what the hell? Like, you've been thinking about it all day. You're like, are we going on a date? Are we not? Like, it's very annoying to be in that situation. I know. What you're not going to do is text him a whole essay of how you've disrespected my time. You should have made plans earlier because, you know, I'm a busy woman. I respect myself and my time. Like, just stop, okay? Soothe your own feelings. Say that to yourself in the mirror if you need to. There is no need for Chad to know all of that. First of all, he doesn't hold the keys to that much of your emotional and mental energy yet at all. Like, not even close. What you're gonna do instead is you're gonna text him and say, hey, I actually didn't know if we were still on for tonight, so I actually made some other plans. Maybe we can find a way to have a date next week or something like that. Just brief, to the point. There's nothing overly emotional about it. You don't need to explain to him your worth, because with that 1 or 2 sentences, you've made it very clear that this kind of behavior is not going to fly with you, because if he continues to do that, you're going to keep making your own plans and you're never going to see each other. And if he does want to see you, he will have to step up, and he will if he wants to. And if he doesn't, then he's not the guy for you anyway. And you found that out at a great time when you're not invested and it's all easy and great. I'm so fired up. I feel like I'm like ranting to my sisters and I'm like, get it together. But, you know, I've been there. I've done all of these stupid things. So we've really learned. When I look back, I just cringe at myself and I'm like, oh, I wish I knew this sooner. Habit number whatever. When you're getting to know someone, when you first start dating, usually the topic of exes comes up. And a lot of the times us as girlies bring it up for whatever dumb reason. So what you're going to do is you're going to stop bringing this up. Stop asking questions about his exes. It is none of your business. You don't need to know that. It's not really going to tell you anything, because number one, he probably is not going to reveal to you on like date number 1 or 2 that he messed up and he was the bad guy. It's probably going to be Brittany's fault, or he's going to keep it very vague, as he should, in my opinion. So you're not actually doing yourself any favors. What you're going to do is you're going to compare yourself, or you're going to maybe have some jealousy going on. And also it's going to make him think of her. Why do you want to do that on your first, second, third, sixth, whichever date? If he asks you, keep it very vague. Be like, we just weren't on the same page and, you know, we just had to go our separate ways. Done, enough. Don't say anything negatively. Don't go into any emotional details. Don't reveal that he cheated on you and you have trust issues because of it. That's as if you went to a job interview and you were like, for marketing, and you were like, yeah, I'm actually really bad at this specific marketing thing that's very important. I can't think of anything right now, but you know what I mean. Don't do that. Even if he is a very understanding, empathetic person, it will impact the way he looks at you and the way he thinks about you, because he's like, this amazing woman that I'm attracted to, someone else treated in that way. Why did he do that? If in my head, this amazing, mysterious creature that I'm into is really as amazing as I thought, maybe she's not, because this guy cheated. You know, like, whether that's fair or not, that is what we all usually think about when someone that we're interested in tells us something like that. And why would you want to do that to yourself on like date number 2 or 3 or 6? Next habit, stop bitching, complaining, being a victim, super negative all the time. It is normal to have those days and to have those moments when someone's pissed you off and you just need to complain to your best friend for a little while. Normal. But if this is a constant pattern for you, a constant behavior, and it's at this point a part of your personality, please consider changing. And it's not only because, you know, people like to be around happy, positive people. That is just a fact, whether you like it or not. But also because you're going to be so much happier and you're going to see life in such a more positive, lovely way. And it's actually much easier to build like a positive, resilient mindset than you think. And I have a whole video about it, so I'll link it down below, because I went through an era of my life where I was very negative. I was in like a huge victim mentality and I had to work my way out of it. And I shared those tips in that video. So again, I'll link it down below. But People, as I said, like to be around happy, positive people. And especially when you're first getting to know each other, you want to present your best self. Obviously, the more you date, the more you see each other's, not so great parts also. Like, that is just inevitable. None of us are perfect, but don't do yourself a disservice, especially when it comes to like complaining about other girls, gossiping about other girls. It makes you seem, especially from a guy's point of view or from a point of view of someone you've just met, like you have a low self-esteem, and your self-esteem rises when you put someone down. And that is very unattractive. It is not something that anyone finds hot or intriguing at all. And when you know and believe and act like your happiness is your number one priority, no matter what, you will take care of yourself and make yourself happy. This is not his responsibility. He can just add to it. And when guys see that that is how you are, they do want to add to it. It almost like inspires them to do something that will make you even happier. And it's so incredibly attractive. And people love being a part of your orbit and your life when you are like that. Next one is to say yes and be super open. Obviously, only do that if you feel safe and comfortable. But let's say you're like on a third date and you walk by something and they say like, oh, have you ever like been here? I've always wanted to check it out. You can say in that moment, oh, let's do it. Or you can be like, I've actually always wanted to know also, do you want to do this next time when we hang out? And same goes with when you get that thought of like, oh, I've like, that is intriguing, or I've always wanted to try that. Say it out loud. And that's an invitation for him to plan that out and to schedule it for the next date. And if he's genuinely interested in you, he will want to do those things for you. And it's a great way for you to gauge that. But yeah, be open, be curious, ask questions, like not like it's an interview, because there's dates like that where he's an interviewee and you're just asking him questions like it's a job interview. No, I don't mean that. Like, just keep an open mind. And if it's something you know nothing about, it's a great opportunity. If he's into trading, for example, my boyfriend is into that, just like asking questions about it. It sounds stupid, but I was like, what is this, red thing? And what is this green thing? What does it, and what does any of it mean? I still don't know. He's explained it to me 10 times. I don't know, but it's fun and exciting for him to tell me. The next one, let him do things for you. Ask for things and see what happens. First of all, guys love doing things for us, especially when you then act like they've hung the moon. Sometimes you need to exaggerate it a little bit, but they love that. It is like a kick to their ego like nothing else. It feels like they've reached some sort of success, and that keeps men feeling confident and motivated. And if you can be a part of that, if you can make him feel like that and you get something in return, like him doing stuff for you, works like a charm. As I've already said, they love the fact that you're happy, especially because of them. For example, my boyfriend surprised me with buying me a bike that I've wanted, which was very lovely. And then this bike had to, get the tires pumped, whatever it's called. And I was like, baby, can you please go downstairs and like pump my tires? I really want to use my bike today. And he was like, oh, you can go downstairs with me and, I can show you how to do it. And I was like, no, I would really, really like it if you did it for me. He went downstairs, he pumped my tires, and then I was so happy. The point is, do you think I don't know how to pump my own bike tires? I obviously do. A 7-year-old can do it. Another example, I love having bouquets of flowers, and it's obviously so nice if a guy, my boyfriend, brings them to me. My boyfriend wasn't really into that. Like, he is not a super romantic person, neither am I, so that's fine with me. But I would like to get some flowers, And I told him that it didn't happen for whatever reason. And then I just started buying those flowers for myself. And I wasn't even doing this to like spite him or whatever, like, look what I can do for myself, because you can't do it for me. Like, I just did it because I love to have flowers in my home. And, I would talk about it a lot. I was like, oh, I love these flowers. Don't you like how the apartment looks? And it wasn't, again, to make some sort of a point. It was just, that's genuinely how I feel. But in his mind, he was like, I want to be a part of this happiness. Like, I want to get this appreciation when I give her flowers. And this man picked up flowers in his mom's garden, and it looked like a beautiful bouquet that he got at a store, and he brought them to me without me having to say one single word about it. And I actually have to say he has a talent, so it works. If he does say no, don't make it a big deal, okay? Because then you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Ask for something easier. Ask for something else. Alrighty, girlies. I actually have so many more that I've written down, but I've actually been filming for an hour, so I think this video is long enough. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2, because as I said, I have many more. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you can try these things out and see that they do actually work. Maybe comment down below like one thing you've changed when it comes to dating that really impacted your dating life in a very positive way. Whether it's something you changed about how you communicate with them or your own patterns, whatever. I really want to hear it. Maybe I can add a few in the next video, give you some credit. But thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to see you in my next video and keep these chats going. I love you and I will see you soon. Bye.